my homage to the gem of the Supreme Buddha. The Buddha is my refuge every day. May my homage to the gem of the Supreme Dhamma. The Dhamma is my refuge every day. May my homage to the gem of the Supreme Sangha. The Sangha is my refuge every day. May my homage to the Supreme Triple Gem. The Triple Gem is my refuge every day. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Samanta Chakravalesu Atra Gachantu Devata Saddhammang Munirajassa Sunantu Saggamokkadang Dhammasavana Kalo Ayang Bhadanta Dhammasavana Kalo Ayang Bhadanta Dhammasavana Kalo Ayang Bhadanta. May all divine beings arrive here to listen to sublime Dhamma expounded by the fully enlightened one. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Honor to the Supreme Buddha, the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. Meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, may you all have a wealthy and satisfactory, happy life with the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem. With that blessing, I would like to explicate to you the teachings of the Supreme Buddha. Especially, the Supreme Buddha expounded 4 types of characteristics which are discernible in the world. They are jati, birth, decay, aging, vyadhi, sickness, marana, death. So these 4 characteristics are available in the world all the time, from which nobody can escape. Even the Supreme Buddha himself cannot escape from these 4 characteristics. Everybody who are living in the world has to undergo these 4 characteristics. And why am I explaining today specifically these 4 characteristics? Because meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, always, although they are available, always people forget these characteristics. Therefore, they, generally live according to their wish, running after various mundane gains like money, wealth, power, fame, education, and so on. However, finally, we have to surrender to these 4 characteristics. Now, if we take, for instance, birth, till we attain Nibbana, till we comprehend the 4 Noble Truths, till we put an end to this, suffering, you cannot escape from birth. Birth is the major problem. Because of birth, we have to suffer from other problems like aging, sickness, death. That is why the Supreme Buddha explicate in the first noble truth. Now, in suffering, jatipi dukkha, birth is suffering. Now, when you are born, then you have to decay, get decayed. Then you have to undergo sickness. Then you have to undergo death. Therefore, meritorious devotees, how can we overcome these problems? How can we overcome these problems? Katansu tarati oghang, katansu tarati annavang, katansu dukkhang accheti, katansu parisujjati. Now in Alavaka discourse, Alavaka asks from the Supreme Buddha, katansu tarati yogang, how can we cross or how can we cross these ogha or the oceans, kama yoga, bhava yoga, ditthi yoga, avijja yoga. Now, ocean of sensual pleasures, then existence, then wrong view, and ignorance. So how can overcome these oceans? Then yoga. Therefore, the Supreme Buddha says, Saddhaya tarati yoga. With unshakable confidence, we can overcome or cross these oceans. Appamadena annavang. That means appamadena annavang. We must not delay. We must not postpone things. We have to work, time on time, in time, without postponing. Diligent. We have to be diligent. So how then, meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, appamadena annavang, viriyena dukkhang accheti. So how can we overcome suffering? How can we overcome suffering? From energy, by energy, viriya. By viriya, we can overcome suffering. Panyaya parisujjati. Purification comes from wisdom. Meritorious devotees, because of this postponing or delay, we have to undergo various problems, various difficulties, and suffering. Therefore, we must be always, we have to concentrate on merits, and we have to be mindful, and we have to have energy, and we have to accumulate merits, and we must not postpone things which should be done today itself. Therefore, if you don't work according to those teachings of the Supreme Buddha, once again you have to go in the samsaric ocean, rotate. Therefore, meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, now birth is suffering because it is not, it does not take place according to our wish. It takes place according to the way that we have accumulated merits and demerits, wholesome and unwholesome deeds. Now, a person always accumulate wholesome deeds and unwholesome deeds. They engage in wholesome deeds and unwholesome deeds. So that especially when we take into account those things, we can consider the birth takes place according to merits or demerits, wholesome actions or unwholesome actions. Therefore, you are born in the hell due to your bad actions, bad behavior. and you are born in heaven due to your good behavior, good actions, maybe bodily or mentally or verbally. Verbal, mental, and bodily actions always uh, account for your birth. Therefore, meritorious devotees, you can change your birth according to your wish if you actually manipulate the actions in terms of good behavior, good actions. Otherwise, you have to suffer. Majority of the population in the world actually do not want to uh, work hard for the betterment of their next birth, even for this birth. They always want to have pleasure, sensual pleasure, sensual pleasure. Therefore, they cannot actually create a pleasurable plane to be born next time. Most of the people, most of the beings are born in unpleasurable planes, but they do not understand this factor. That is the sorrowful situation that we actually face, encounter. Now, birth is suffering, and decay is suffering, aging. Now, you cannot escape from aging. I can remember I was an infant at that time. I was an infant. Now, when I was born, I cannot remember. As a small baby, I cannot remember. But after some time, most probably during the period, I can remember my father was reading letters to me. Akuru kiyawima. That particular time, I can remember. But after that, before that, I cannot remember things. But I was there as an infant. Even I was there in the mother's womb, but I cannot remember. If we have what is called Pubbe Nivasanusati knowledge, reading the previous births, then we can actually remember all those things. However, I can remember I went to the kindergarten, first year, second year, third year, like in the school. Then I became a monk, the Buddhist monk. Then I went to Piruvena for studies. Then I went to university. So like that, history I can remember gradually. By these steps are, going by, the changes in my all bodily body took place. Now eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, mind. These 5 senses, including mind, 6 senses actually decayed. Now the person who was born has gone now. He is no more. Now there is a different person, different appearance, different attitudes, even mentality. That means in terms of mind, and even the eyesight is poor, and all these things, and the bodily strength is weak. Now, and all these things take place due to this impermanence. So aging, for you also the same, for your friends, those who actually study with you, those who work with you, those who live with you, all of them have changed in terms of their senses. And also meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends. Another thing that we have to understand is sickness that we have to undergo. Now, the various powerful countries now undergo seriously the COVID-19 problem. Even powerful countries like USA and Brazil and recently India, China, and all sorts of powerful countries, even Canada and Italy, Australia, recently New Zealand to a certain extent, all these powerful countries had to face this problem, serious illness of COVID-19. It doesn't indicate only COVID-19 is a disease. We all have diseases. So even, so many people in the world, majority of the people are suffering from one type of disease, at least one or two or various type of diseases. People take medicine. Even small children have various diseases. So we can remember Arahat Bakkula Thera was the healthiest Arahant in the world ever born. Very rare case. Otherwise people have to suffer from illness. So most probably by now you all take medicine, majority of the population. Even the Supreme Buddha had illnesses. And the next one is, meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, what is called death. This is the one that people don't like. Now even illness, people at least spending a big amount of money. They can cure themselves. Go to very, very luxurious hospitals. If you can't go to a hospital, proper hospital in Sri Lanka, sometimes you go to Singapore or America or various other countries and get your sickness cured by spending a lot of money. But meritorious devotees, you all have to suffer from illness. Then you have to suffer from death, as I mentioned, because these days there are so many diseases except COVID-19 and all that. Now cancer, heart failure, heart attack, and various diseases. Now I can remember, now I was shocked when I hear one of my friends who was studying with me from my kindergarten very recently, a couple of days back, passed away. Right? It is a shocking incident. And also recently I hear another one of our devotee from our vihara in Mavaramandiya. He also faced kind of heart attack. Now you see, so many people have to die due to various diseases. And recently you can remember one of the late president of Rupayani Corporation also passed away due to cancer. Now people have to die untimely death. Now why I am emphasizing these factors? Why? Because we always postpone the good thing. We always postpone the good thing. Even if you go to listen to a DhammaSermon, majority of the population do not want to listen to the DhammaSermon. They are talking and participate in the dining table and come home. Now that is what they have get used to. But don't do like that. Now think, we do not know when we have to die. Observe sil, do merits, and especially donate things. Don't be stingy. Be generous. Offer things, especially Sangika Dana, and especially the Buddha Puja. Offer things to the Supreme Buddha. You can accumulate lot of merits. And also you can accumulate lot of merits by offering food and all that to the Maha Sangha. Now those things you have to do. And also you must meditate. Meditate at least 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Like that you can actually later on you can lengthen it. But first and foremost, you have to get used to this concentration, mindfulness. Specifically Europeans and Western persons, now they are interested in this specific merit in Buddhism, meditation. They call it mindfulness. So, by mindfulness or by meditation, you can accumulate a lot of merits. And by observing still, you can accumulate a lot of merits. By offering things, you can accumulate a lot of merits. Out of those three, highest one is meditation, next one is observing still, the next one is offering things. Don't miss any type of meritorious deeds. Looking after your parents properly and attending on them properly, they are merits. Respecting the elders, your parents, teachers, merits. And especially taking refuge in the Triple Gem wholeheartedly, merits. So don't engage in wrong views. Now there you have to suffer. You will not go to heaven or pleasurable flame if you are in the wrong view. Then you have to go to hell. If you have some problems in your sila, virtue, then you have to suffer. Therefore, today what I wanted to emphasize, what I wanted to explicate from the teachings of the Supreme Buddha, these four characteristics, Jati, Jara, Vyadi, Marana, that means birth, decay, sickness and death, which we have to undergo, and nobody can escape. Therefore, what we can do is to end this dangerous sansaric life. In order to end this sansaric life, you have to do merits, and you have to take refuge in the Triple Gem wholeheartedly. If you think, I am one who is going to die one day, which I do not know, then you tend to actually be a good person, without, discarding jealousy, hatred, retaliation, and all those bad qualities. Then you actually accumulate patience, kindness, loving kindness, generosity, and all that. Therefore, meritorious devotees, thinking about the nature of this world, which we cannot avoid, try to especially correct yourself and then accumulate merits. Try to be a good person for the entire world and make your material or make your mundane life good and make your supramundane life good. Then try to comprehend the Four Noble Truths within the regime of Gautama Buddha Sasana. May the Noble Triple Gem bless with you all. Akasattha ca bummatta deva naga mahiddika punyantang anumoditva chiran rakhantu buddha sasanang. Akasattha ca bummatta deva naga mahiddika punyantang anumoditva chiran rakhantu buddha desanang. Akasattha ca bummatta deva naga mahiddika punyantang anumoditva chiran rakhantu tang sada. May you all be well and happy.